So here we go. First one, huh? First
First
of many.
First of many.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right, guys. So welcome to our very first, I guess it's be somewhat of a podcast.
Yes. Yeah.
A blogcast. You guys
Blogcast.
want to introduce yourself, by the way, just in case the people are new here?
Guys, is good to be back. It's always like this every time, and I hate to say that, but I mean it is what it is. You know, life happens. But guys, I'm Aldo. I've been
Legend.
been with this guy for what? I've known you like what, 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years or something like that. Yeah.
Good friend.
Yeah, super happy to make another video with you. So
should be fun.
Yeah.
And we're gonna hit some good topics today.
Yes.
We kind of discussed it and what we've been vibing with of late. Should we just jump right into it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so first and foremost, Aldo, let's talk about the resurgence of the Nike Dunk. This is something that we've both been vibing with like crazy.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it, to be honest, because, I'm not going to front. I wasn't a dunk guy. Really wasn't a dunk guy, and I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but I feel like I've always appreciated them. I just never felt, for me personally, it did not look well on me.
Mm-hmm.
But the more and more I've seen people have post photos of them, I get some, pretty good outfits with them. I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. I mean, let's go back on the hype train. Why not, right? So,
and in fairness, you've taken a nice little hiatus from all the hype stuff.
I have.
So you actually like dunks.
I do. No. Okay, now this is something. Okay, dunks right now, they are the trend. They're on the hype, but it's something that it's here to stay, is what I believe, and it's something that's not only gonna stay, I guess, in. I would say
like mainstream.
Yeah, exactly. This is gonna stay for me in the closet, I think, for the rest of my life, because I think what I'm noticing is that we come to different times in our life. We switch up our outfits, we switch up what we like, and you and I, we were into Supreme and all this other stuff, like. But I think now we have to mature. We don't have to, but it's more of a thing where we are maturing our outfits, and now coming to realize and knowing what we want to seek out and what we want to wear.
That's a really fair assessment. I feel like, and I mean, for me personally, like I feel like I've always loved dunks.
Yeah.
But I feel like, honestly, I'm just gonna be totally candid with you guys. I feel like the hype beast in me brought me back, because for a second, like you kind of touched on, I feel like, I don't know, I took a break from dunks altogether. I mean, dude, if you don't remember, this is the resurgence of the dunk. Yeah. It's like it comes in waves and things are trending and stuff like that. And I don't know, I feel like the dunks have been disrespected for a minute, and I include myself in that.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, dunks have been just making an insane resurgence as of late in the mainstream, and rightly so. It's a great, well-designed sneaker. And I agree with you. I think that dunks are absolutely here to stay. And fun fact, the sneaker that got me into collecting was the Nike Dunk. So my first pair was a pair of patent leather neutral grade dunks, low tops, and I loved them. And that actually segued me into Air Force Ones.
Right,
and that song came out.
Yeah.
The Air Force Ones over Nelly.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's kind of how I lost my sneaker virginity.
You know what you have to do now is you got to find those shoes again. I know you don't have them now, but you got to find them at somewhere. eBay, Depop, Grails, anywhere.
That would be sick. I mean, that was in like 2003.
2003.
That's when I first got into collecting sneakers.
That's how it is, though. You just start finding things that you love, and then you're like, you know what?
Run with it.
You can run with it.
Question. So we've been kind of talking about, it's kind of become more mainstream to enjoy dunks.
Right.
Obviously, we've seen collabs that have definitely made the dunks much more popular, which include the Travis dunk, the Ben & Jerry's dunks that literally just released today.
Exactly.
And then, of course, I mean, there's a
by the way, it didn't win.
I feel like none of us did. There's just a heap of collabs right now. Honestly, it's crazy. And then re-releases, of course.
Yeah.
But my question to you is, who or what inspired you to come back around to the dunk?
Yeah. It's a couple of people. I think like like we said earlier, I was on a little hiatus, kind of like went away for a little bit on just the fashion scene and just kind of not really focusing on that too much, because like I feel like once I'm into it,
Yeah.
and I want to, I want more of it. I crave it. And
it's like heroin or something. Not that I know what that's like.
I'm just kidding. I was a little reference of Spice Adams. But no, okay, so yeah, a couple. Okay, first person that comes to mind is Kieran. So Kieran,
good friend.
Yeah, really good friend. He's honestly, he's one of the nicest dudes I've been able to speak to on Instagram, and he reaches out to everyone.
Yeah,
he's very humble. Yeah, he's a very humble dude, and he's really gracious of always like sharing his fits, and just really being open with it. And so when I saw him wear the 2008 APC Dunks in the, what I would say, that off-white cream kind of
like a sail.
Yeah, like a sail color. Yep. I was like, wow. Yeah. Wow. Like, wow. I mean, I've always been type of a cream guy, just going back to even like the Fear of God Vans. Vans in general, they've always had that sail color. And when I saw that, again, I mean, you guys, yeah, dude, the comment, you guys are gonna roast me, man, because I wasn't a dunk guy.
That's fair. I really and you're
wasn't.
Admitting it. That's fair.
Yeah, I really wasn't. But I mean, I loved them. I loved them, and I was like, I have to find a pair somehow, some way. And lo and behold, like I think like a couple weeks passed, maybe like a month, and this guy told me too. He was like, Aldo, you need to like literally every time you wake up, you're gonna have to go on Grail. You're gonna have to go on eBay. Wake up every day, search dunk highs, and you'll find something that you'll love. And yeah, did that. Woke up one morning and I was able to find it for a crazy steal. And
what shoes are you wearing today, by the way? I'm just wondering. He's gonna take them off. Do it.
First time I'm wearing them too.
Oh, hey,
but these are it right here. Bang
Oof.
bang.
So beautiful.
And what I love is just like the suede. The suede. And the guy took care of them. He's like, man, honestly, I wore them maybe once or twice. They were a little too big. I'm really okay with letting these go. And I was like, bring them over. But
twist my arm.
Yeah, twist my arm. But you can see right here. That's the. I don't know if you can see
let it cover your face so like it'll focus.
Oh yeah.
So like here, I'll get
you want to do it?
Okay. Yeah, but you talk into this. Okay?
Oh yeah. But I don't know if you guys can see on the inside of the tongue, it says APC. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen these for all you dunk heads. Like I'm sure you guys are familiar with it. But it's just the leather in it I think is really good. It's gonna age well. And I was a sucker on the sail, and of course a sucker on the suede. So yeah, Kieran, you were the guy on this, and I really appreciate you throwing fits out there. And I mean all your fits really, but yeah, those guys, yeah.
I feel like nice. Yeah, and I definitely I want to highlight Kieran for a second because there's a lot of people on social media who start a wave and get so angry and bitter if it influences people.
Yes.
But they call themselves, they want to be seen as trendsetters and influencers and stuff like that. But they get so angry when, things are emulated. And Kieran is he's so humble, first and foremost. But he's really open to sharing because, I don't know, I feel like he knows how, he dresses really well.
Yeah.
He's one of the best feet, in my humble opinion. I've been saying this for years.
Oh, for sure.
For the longest time, I've always thought his aesthetic has always been unbelievably clean.
Exactly.
And you just come to appreciate somebody who's willing to share his gift with others.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like you said, you asked him what it was, he let you know right away.
Yeah.
I've seen that time and time again, whether it's his pants, his hoodies, whatever.
Yeah.
He responds to all the people that follow him.
Exactly,
and, Kieran's a really good guy, so shout out to you. If you guys don't follow him, here he is. Follow him. He's an amazing person. But I did want to touch on somebody else who, gosh, that sounded weird, right? I touch on somebody else. That's weird. Anyways, I did want to highlight somebody else that influenced me.
Yeah.
And it was a YouTuber by the name of Ray Mia. Are you familiar?
Ray.
Yeah, I go way back.
Ray, I go way. No, I'm just kidding. No,
that's
but yes,
you know who he is.
I know he is. Yes. Also really, really, really good stuff.
Amazing style. I love how he's really, made the whole vintage aesthetic kind of himself. Things like taking chances with regard to like jumpsuits. He just wears a lot of things that honestly I might not wear or even think about wearing.
Yep.
But he makes it look amazing. He makes it look really, really good.
Effortless too.
Effortless.
Yeah, him and Kieran. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I would definitely have to give shouts to him for really putting, because he made a video like a while back. And at this time, I had already kind of been interested in dunks. And actually, I guess this is a great time to kind of show you guys what I've been able to find. So it was actually approximately in November-ish of 2019 that I was like kind of searching around for
That's
dunks.
where I told you I messed up.
Yeah.
I messed up. I totally messed up, and I hate that.
And I was just like, I would just search on the regular Depop and Poshmark, those two specific sites. And at this time, the dunk hype wasn't that high.
No.
And then I found these DS. I ended up purchasing these for $115, I want to say. I've been offered so much for these, like as of late, like as in people have DM'd me, dude. Offered me like $750, $1,000. Of course, I didn't sell them because it's a great shoe. I love them.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, come on. Like,
I can't recall who said this, but someone said something about, it was on Instagram. I really remember. I wish I could remember his name, but he just said something about like, to all the people who, stick with their craft, do the same thing. And he, gosh, the name is going to bug me, but he simply just said, keep doing that craft, because really what you're doing, maybe it's just ahead of its time. And this dunk has always been a thing.
Consistent.
But it's always been consistent. Nothing has changed besides collabs. Okay, great. But the silhouette has stayed the same, and it's like, just keep doing what you're doing. If it's gonna happen, and then boom, dunks happen.
Bang.
And it's crazy how that happens. So,
you know what it is? I feel like fashion is totally cyclical, right? Like when I was working my way through college and stuff, there were so many incredible dunks, like the Tiffany's dunks and stuff like that, that just really, really took the world by storm. And dunks SBs, they've had their time in the sun, and dude, they reigned supreme for the longest time. And even before that, there was like different times. 2003, it just comes in waves, and it's really incredible how fashion is so cyclical. And we see different trends coming back around. I mean, there was a time where like Air Force Ones were just like not even a thing, and now like Bertha and her 8th grade students are all wearing them. I don't know, like I just a random like everybody wears them.
For sure.
And so we see that in fashion and in what's trending and stuff. But it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it really is. Air Forces, dunks. I mean, old schools for me. I feel like old schools and Air Forces, not really dunks, I would say. I'll take that back, but I would say your Air Force is your common shoe that I feel like you should always have. Same thing with old schools. Shout out old schools.
Shout out old schools one time. But on the topic of crazy trends, I kind of want to transition this over to yellowing of the midsole. Dude, literally, bro. Like, we were just talking about this, and I mean, there are some sneakerheads, and this might be a hated upon and just a bad idea for being a first episode talking about this, especially given the position that we both take. But you see in Band LA, there's this person that did a DIY and yellowed his shoes on purpose. There was like maybe 10 people that said, how do you do it? And then everybody else, ew, roast. That's gross, disgusting. Like, why would you do that? Like these trendies, just throwing out all these just like more like the classical sneakerhead versus like, I don't know. I guess
today's a sneakerhead.
Yeah. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on the yellowing of the sneakers?
It's really interesting it's very interesting on how yellowing is now your number one priority and purchasing a sneaker. And
that wild.
It's so wild because for me, again, I wasn't a dunk guy, but yellowing, not just in the dunks, Air Forces, or any sort of Nike vintage shoe, it seems now you have to have the yellowing of the sole. If it's not there, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Sure.
I don't. It's just funny because like a couple years ago, if you would have wanted to buy a Jordan or any other sneaker, you would tell the seller, be like, you know what, you gotta knock off like $100.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The sole, it's horrible. I'm buying it maybe up to this point just for the nostalgia of it, you know. So it's really funny how we see now DIYs to, you know, make the yellowing happen. And yeah, I mean, it's quite interesting, a little odd, but I mean, it is what it is for the time being. I feel like there's so much I can say from there. You can go on.
I mean, I just want to call out the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
And now I might upset some people.
Yeah.
And this is actually a brand new thought. I don't even have this written down or like pre-planned. Look over at that sneaker wall. You see that pair right there, the off-white Chicago ones?
Yeah.
You see the Unions and you see the Travis Scotts?
Yeah, I see those.
What color are those soles?
Those are
they're all yellow.
They're all yellow, yeah.
Now, for those of you who collect sneakers and love those shoes and are throwing shade at people for loving the yellow sole,
yeah,
look at your soles.
Look at your soles right now.
No, I'm serious, but real talk, like,
yeah,
it wasn't just, it's transcended the level of just hobbyists or people who are into like what's trendy.
Yeah.
I mean, this is mainstream. The yellowing of the sole, this has become something more than just a segmented market of people.
Right.
I don't think it's weird at all because I mean, like I said, the Travises, the Unions.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the off-whites weren't intentionally yellowed, but you have that element of like, you know, just having it be yellow and enjoying it yellow. I can't imagine Virgil like didn't know that these shoes would yellow like they do. But yeah, I mean that's definitely something worth considering. And I'm gonna be doing a DIY how to yellow your shoes. I'm sorry, I gotta give the people what they want.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't agree with you more though. Like it's just so crazy to me because honestly, if somebody offered me a yellowing sole in like 2016 or something, I would have been like,
"No,
bro,
you're crazy.
Like, are you serious?
Yeah,
like, are you like, I would have been offended. You must think I'm a sucker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope this is going below retail. You know, these things are cooked.
Yeah.
You know,
like, there's no more wear. There's no more wear into any of these sneakers anymore. So. Yeah, I don't have, personally, I don't have any shoes that are currently yellowed. I haven't purchased one yet, but I would like to. I mean, I'm down. Now, this is what I call the ramen yellowing. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why. But no, this is the exact, I would say the perfect yellowing of a sole that I think that anyone could seek out right now. Because this you can tell was naturally yellowed. Because look, if you really look, this side is a little darker, and then if you turn it to this side,
I didn't even notice that.
It's not as I guess
oxidated.
Oxidated from the other side. So I mean, it's a really really nice sneaker. You know what it is too? Not just the yellowing, but it's the wear and the creases in between the crevices of the shoe. I feel like what people are also liking a lot.
It's a story.
Exactly.
It's a story.
I showed my brother these APCs, and no. It was the neutral grays that I showed you yesterday.
Okay.
And he was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, all he sent was the thumbs down emoji, and I was like, "What?" And I was like, he's like, "Dude, they're old," and I was like, "Okay, well." The time is now. The time right now. That was it. That is what, drew me to them, So it's funny how it's just that shouldn't be the norm right now. They're old. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. And if you guys didn't catch my recent video where I like kind of discuss how I got these are priced at $1,000. $1,000. And it had like 85 people following it.
Yeah.
And
I was 84.
And it's actually crazy because these got marked down, and I think he just wanted to move them or something.
I think he just wanted to move them, yeah.
Yeah, he marked them down to 500.
Yeah.
And I'm a 60%er. I'm one of them. Dude. I always send a 60% just to test,
Yeah, just to test the water, see how it is.
I'm an awful human being. I admit it. But I sent him 60%, and he accepted. And that's how I got these.
Yeah.
I paid $300 something for them, and I'm not looking back.
No, yeah.
I'm not looking back.
I found that same exact pair, minus the yellowing. They were DS on eBay, going a size 9. The guy was selling them for like $800.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. I asked him, like, what would be his... Actually, did I ask him? I think I did. I think he said he was like, lowest I'll go is like $700. I was like, keep them.
Dude, you're acting like a fool.
I was like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I think my thing is like, if you... Man, you have to be sure if you really want a shoe in general.
Yeah.
And since these dunks have been in the mainstream, you know, the market for them has gone extremely high. So it's like, be sure that you're going to have this shoe for like ever, you know, whether it's, you know, 10 years, 15 years, whatever. It's like, you got to be sure, because if you want to spend big bucks, if you really want it, I guess go for it. But I personally, I wouldn't spend like $400-500 plus on dunks like this, because who knows, maybe they might go down in value. Maybe, you know, a couple months from now, another mainstream, you know, type of deal is gonna happen. So, but I mean, restock, right?
Restock
is gonna happen
according to Pirates.
Pirates, yeah, I think it was Pirates. Yeah, so it's like, if you want these guys and the black, is it the Syracuse ones?
Yeah, the Syracuse ones.
Was it Kentucky ones too again?
Actually, fun fact, I got the 2009 Syracuse high tops for a little over $100.
Oh yeah.
But I sold them.
Yeah. And even like at the price you sold them, I think that was
a steal already.
That was already a steal.
Yeah.
Those were in immaculate condition too. So I really do believe that this is something that's going to stay in the wardrobe for a long time, because again, your outfit's mature, and I think now I just don't want to keep jumping the gun.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel that.
You know,
I
think that's like the annoying part of like.
And that's the beauty of where we're going. And actually, we're gonna cut it off.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start another video, in regard to where our style is going.
Yeah.
Both of ours.
For sure. Yeah.
Not to say put ourselves in boxes. We dress different every single day.
Yeah.
But we're gonna segue this conversation and kind of continue it on the topic of what we've been wearing lately.
I like
vintage aesthetic.
I like that.
Cream laces.
Yeah.
And vintage tees.
You know, I got some
Levi's.
Got some nice 99 Nike underwear coming our way.
Come on. Prove it. But guys, that's gonna do it for our first chat or our first podcast. This was a lot of fun. Definitely like this video if you guys want to see this come more and more.
Yeah, for
dude,
sure.
Aldo, dude, it's always a pleasure to have you on the channel, my friend. I freaking miss this guy. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Hopefully this can continue to grow. Guys, thank you so much for the continued support. We appreciate you guys stopping by the channel as always. And peace. As we end every video here at Locust&WildHoney, say peace and be blessed. Jeez.
Blessed.
Dude, I like my voice crack. Like, jeez. I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
I feel like this was pretty successful.
That was really good, actually.